honey that won't change. I'm so sprung, I'm T-Pain. He don't wanna believe things. I don't wanna deceive things. We pick up where we leave things. We need love to relieve pain. Hey, hey. We need love to relieve pain. Dun, dun, honey, that won't change. All right, so that's when the party goes on. You love me, and it uses the Jill Scott part, right? If you haven't heard the song, go check the song out. It's called Jill Something Real. My version probably you probably didn't get any of that, especially because I didn't even know all the lyrics off the top of my head. But I love that song. And the main part of that song that made me just listen to it over and over again is when he says, "We need love to relieve pain." Hey, like I love that part. So that actually sparked this poem. It sparked. Yo, what's good? What's good? It's good to see y'all. I am C, if you don't already know, and welcome to the channel Seay Speaks, y'all. This is episode 1. This is it. This is what they call the pilot, y'all. Look, we coming off the dome right now. I don't have any notes in front of me like I planned. I don't have any music like I planned. I don't have any of that. I was planning on doing a game, all types of stuff for y'all, but honestly, I'm just happy to be here and I'm happy to just share with y'all what I have to offer and show you kind of just I figured we would just do like a little kind of what the channel is going to be about. How we're going to use how I'm going to use the channel to spread positivity and love, how I plan to inspire y'all and change your perspectives hopefully and just give y'all a different mindset on certain topics, certain things. And so yeah, we're going to just roll with the punches for real. Like we going to it's no stress, it's no nothing. We just going to see what the where the world's going to take us, right? So really, like I said, this channel, Seay Speaks, we're gonna be doing all kinds of different stuff. I have a lot of different ideas that I'm trying to all hone in together and put it all in one. But number one, like I said, I want to spread positivity. I want to spread love. I want to give y'all some poems and some pieces that I know y'all are gonna love, and I know y'all been waiting to hear. We're gonna do different games. Like so, one of the things that I really want to do, y'all know, I love music, right? But I can't sing. I can't sing a lick. So what I was thinking we would do is kind of incorporate the music with the poetry because I honestly feel like they're very similar, very synonymous in a lot of ways. And since I love music, I feel like music is my heartbeat, and without it, I don't even know where I would be. But I'm not able to sing and actually give my, use my talents in that way. But God bless me with the words. I feel like, I am, I wouldn't consider myself a lyricist, but, other people have told me that before. And I really do. I love lyrics. I love ad libs. I love all of that. So we're going to do a little snippet of that today because I don't have everything, like I said, that I wanted to get done. I don't have it done yet, but I had to give y'all something, right? So we're going to do a little bit of that today. And also I wanna just spread, love in the sense of all creative arts, all things creative arts, whether it's, fashion, beauty, makeup, all types of things like that. I wanna, whether I can't draw either. I can barely draw a stick figure, but I love art and I love, just things that are creative and make you just feel inspired and feel like, what I mean, feel warm inside. So we're gonna have all that on the channel. We're gonna have guest speakers and guests that come and they'll show off their talents. We're gonna have a whole thing like called the talent showcase, I guess, if you will. And all that's really gonna be is them coming, me asking them questions, talking, and then them showcasing their talents. If that's them showcasing their art, that may be them showcasing, their makeup or their their fashion sense, whatever that thing is. Maybe it's their poem, maybe their poetry, and the way they write their words and speak their words. It could be that. It could be music. Now, I might be a little jealous, but it could be music too. So we're gonna do all of that, all of that. And let me slow down because, like I said, I'm just excited, y'all. I really am. I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm about to just record. We gonna just see what happens. I don't even know what I had no, like I said, I had no game plan, nothing at all. But we gonna make it happen, and it will be better with time. It will be better with time. But I also, I feel like the channel. What my hope is that it may sometimes certain things may creep in, and that's only because I'm just expressing my experiences and my feelings and different things, whether that be political. It could be because everybody has their own opinions, everybody has their own feelings towards certain topics and whatever it is. So but I want everybody to understand that my main objective is not to be negative. It's really not. I feel like there's so much negativity in the world. I'm really just trying to contribute to the contrary. You know what I mean? So I really don't want their the channel. I want it to be utilized to really just make y'all laugh, maybe make y'all cry, maybe ruffle some feathers if that's if the shoe fits, But for the most part, it's really just to have a good time, to just have a little moment where you can sit back, listen to me, listen to the words and the message that I have for the day or the week. You know what I mean? And go from there. And like I said, it'll evolve. We're gonna have different segments, different things. But for today, all we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of do like a little lyric game with the twist. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a little get to know me, I guess, even though y'all don't know who I am. Y'all don't know that I exist yet. So I'm gonna ask the questions. We're gonna do it a little differently. I'm gonna ask the questions and then I'm gonna answer the questions. You know what I mean? Since y'all don't really know what to ask me yet, because y'all don't know who the hell I am. You know what I mean? You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then, I mean, it's not gonna be nothing too long, too strenuous. We're gonna just close it out. And I'm super excited though of where we're going with this and the vision that I have for it. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Here we go. Let's get it. All right, for this first segment, we are gonna play a little game called Get to Know Me. Now, normally, how this would go is y'all would send in some questions, I'd read them, give the answers to it. But guess what? Nobody sent me no question because y'all don't know who I am yet. So I'm gonna just ask the questions and then answer the questions. Kind of play on get to know me a little bit, right? All right. So simple questions. First one being, where am I from? I was born in Kansas City, Missouri. On the Missouri side, keep it cute. All the Kansas City, Kansas folks, but I was born on the Missouri side. Born and raised, like I said, in Kansas City, and my but both of my sides of my family both sides of my family are from Georgia, Atlanta area. So I was always here in Atlanta growing up. If you don't know, I reside in Atlanta now. I've been here 8 almost 9 years, and I kind of always knew that I was gonna move to Atlanta because, like I said, I was always here. I feel like some of my best memories are in Atlanta. 21st birthday, 16th birthday, got into some trouble, had some fun, all that was always in Atlanta. So I was always here, visiting my family, my folks, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody was here. So as soon as I graduated college, I think I graduated and the next week I was already in Atlanta. Like it was that fast. So yeah, Kansas City was cool growing up. Nothing too special. We on the map a little bit more now, but prior, like when I was growing up, we were not on the map. All we were known for was our barbecue, pretty much barbecue and our fountains. Maybe that we're the city of fountains, but other than that, It was pretty dry. It was pretty dry. I had to definitely move around. But college was cool. So college, I went to the University of Kansas, and that was an interesting experience. I could have I was actually accepted into Spelman, but I think it was probably a good thing that I went where I went because I probably would have got into a little trouble if I was in Spelman. So, but that school was cool. I majored in human biology, and then I also have gotten my master's in public health. So it's kind of crazy that I'm doing something like this, because the path that I was originally on had nothing to do, shouldn't say nothing to do, but didn't have much to do with writing and poetry and all of that. Okay? Let's see what's next. What else I want y'all to know about me? I guess let's just talk about why I started the channel. So I wanted to do a YouTube channel just to do something different, y'all. Like that's why it's called something. It's Seay Speaks. We doing something different because I've always been very reserved, pretty quiet. I definitely observe more than I speak, different things like that. And I think, not I think, I decided that why not let my voice be heard? So that's what I'm doing, letting my voice be heard, and that's why uh, I'm speaking on my truth. I'm speaking on different topics. I want to change perspectives and viewpoints and mindsets and all of that. So I feel like that this is my opportunity to kind of use this platform to just speak my mind. You know what I mean? Nobody can say nothing. You might like it, not like it, whatever, but I'm speaking my mind, and that's how I feel about it. So that's why I started the channel, and even furthermore into that, just I feel like my whole life I've just been quiet. You know what I mean? Like I've had a lot of opportunities come my way that I've been not confident enough or sure enough of myself to take, and I'm changing that. We're going into new beginnings and new life and new prospects and different things. So definitely just want to unveil my passion. You know what I mean? For sure. All right, what else? Let's see. What other questions do y'all have for me? Let's see. I am married. I am happily married to my beautiful wife. We will just call her, let's call her Sour Patch for right now. That sounds good. I mainly because I love Sour Patch Kids, and I think that's kind of if you meet her and when you all meet her, she's very sweet. But if you get on that bad side, yeah, she gonna be sour. But she's super talented. She works as a paralegal by day, and right now she's in school to be a master cosmetologist at night. So stay tuned for that because it's going up. She's gonna definitely be on the channel because, like I said earlier, we want to do all types of different stuff to just showcase creativity and talent. So she's definitely gonna be a guest on the show at some point to showcase her talents, whether it's makeup, hair, anything. So I'm gonna let her decide what she wants to showcase, but you'll definitely see her at some point. We've been together for 6 years, and we'll be married in 2 years in March. Which honestly is it feels like a lifetime, especially in the lesbian world. But we have been enjoying each other's company and just growing and thriving every single day, keeping God first. And with that, you get a lot. You get far when you keep God first for sure. So that's what we are. Let's see. Uh, what else do you guys want to know about me? I don't know, y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Talk about some hobbies. So of course, I write poetry. I feel like that's my outlet. Love listening to music. I play the piano. I love to cook. I think I'm pretty good. People tell me I'm pretty good at cooking. I think my specialty. I don't really have a specialty. I don't think, but I like to make all kinds of different stuff. Salmon. I like to make steaks. I make a pretty mean steak. I like making any type of pastas. Like baked ziti is always a big hit. My famous sliders are always a big hit. Really anything. I could pretty much if I want to make it, I probably could figure out how to make it. I like to make, especially in like the winter time right now. I love doing different soups. I just actually made a chicken noodle soup last week, and this week I'll probably make like some chili or pot roast or something like that. So I like to do all types of different stuff. Whitney, I messed up. I said her name. See there, I messed up. See, Sour Patch, and I, we we both take turns cooking. But with her being in school, I definitely have taken the role of doing a little bit more of that, just to kind of help us, stay working as a team. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. Oh, the channel. Let's talk about the channel for a minute. So the channel, it's gonna probably vary every week. Some weeks we're gonna do, like I said, pretty much every week we're gonna play some type of game to, we're gonna do some type of positive affirmation. We're also going to do the talent showcase. We'll do a lyric review with a twist, of course, which I will hear more about that later. But we're gonna do lyric reviews because I love music. And we'll also, like I said, I'll probably every week leave you guys, either leave or start you guys off with some type of poem that I just want you guys to carry with you throughout the week. Uh, the channel, I mean, it really the channel, the poems, everything is really just for me to speak my truth, you know. So that's what I'm looking to do. Right now, my day job, I work as an office manager. I actually just got staff of the year. That was super exciting. I was not expecting that. But I work a foster care agency, and that's super important work to me. I feel like, me having a master's of public health and just, having a struggle or a difficult childhood growing up, which maybe that'll be a question that you guys will ask me for another day. But, you know, I think that it's super important. I think kids are our future, children are our future. So I love working with and for the children. I think it's very beneficial work. Sometimes it's sad and disheartening, but it is very fulfilling and rewarding work. Let's see. What else? One of my favorite pastimes is to sleep. I love to sleep. But the crazy thing is, y'all, I really don't sleep very much. I think I sleep probably about 5, maybe 6 hours a night, if that. But I love, love, love to sleep. I think I've just maybe been in grind mode so much lately that I haven't slept as much as I normally do. But it's nothing like that. Getting in that bed and you just snuggling up and you got your little sheets, everything all fresh and clean, and you getting that and that pillow just hitting just right, and you lay on that pillow out in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So I love, love, love to sleep, but I'm not really a big nap taker. I try too. I love the thought of taking a nap, but I also just it's hard for me because then I'm up all night anyway. So I'd rather stay up a couple extra hours than try to take a little hour, 2 hour nap and then struggle going to sleep at night. So I typically will skip the nap. Let's see what else I want to say. What else y'all want to know? You know what I mean? I'm here with y'all. Oh, I love sports. Grew up on basketball. That was my first love, but I also have played football before. Enjoyed that flag football. Um, but basketball is definitely my first love. Now I will say watching the NBA lately really just I would say the past 3 years or so, maybe even more than that. It's just hasn't been the same. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if they changed the rules or the players are just making too much money and they don't care anymore. But yeah, nah, I'm not a big fan. I would typically only watch the NBA during the playoffs, but NFL and college, I'm right there every week. Every single week, I'm right in front of the TV because I love it. And most of the time, I will say if I can't catch the game, I'm going right to YouTube and watching them highlights for sure. Personality wise, y'all, you may hear a lot about me. You may hear that I'm quiet. You may hear that I'm stuck up. You may hear that I'm talkative and that I'm bubbly and funny and exciting and whatever. And I would say believe them both because it depends on who you talk to and what energy they got out of me and why I reacted the way that I reacted. So believe them both. I'm a big proponent of giving off energies. I can feel energies and read energies very well, and I typically do. I typically sit back, I watch, I observe, I look at how you treat other people, how you treat me, how you speak, how you talk, how you treat your waiter, waitress. I look at all of that, and then I just make my own evaluation. So if you get a version of me, or maybe I'm quiet, or I'm just kind of sitting in the back, and if you speak to me, I speak back, but other than that, maybe you get a more standoffish vibe from me. It makes sense because that's probably the energy that you gave to me that I just didn't feel, you know, I didn't feel there was a need to speak, to say much. And I think a bigger portion of that is I really just I really don't like small talk that much. And anybody that knows me knows I'm not a fan of small talk. So if you just yapping and talking at the side of your neck, I'm probably tuning you out. I'm very, very good at tuning people out. But at the same time, I'm very personable. I love, people and hanging out with my tribe, and I can be very outgoing. I can be very, very talkative, depending on who you ask. But yeah, believe them both as far as personality goes, for sure. I think other than that, I mean, I'm pretty, I'm me. It's nothing too crazy over here. I really love to chill. I love. I probably should have said this first because it's definitely first in my life, but God is literally the head of my life, and that is very, very important to me. Your relationship with God, with Christ, and how you treat people, it's a reflection to me. So I really do try in everything that I do to be mindful of what Christ would do and how he would think and how he would act. And don't get me wrong, y'all, it's been tough because I'm not perfect. I might be a child of God, but trust me, I'm a badass little kid. So every now and then, you know, I slip up and I do something, that I have to ask for forgiveness for. But for the most part, I do try to live a wholesome and, love driven life for sure. Other than that, y'all, I think that's about all for me. I'm sure there's more stuff that I'm missing. There is a lot more because I have a lot of layers to me and a lot of different stories and different things. But we're gonna get into all of that. All right, y'all. For the lyrical section this week, we're gonna do a song that y'all may be surprised by. I don't know, but how this is gonna work. How this is how I'm thinking how I want to do it so far. I can't really play the music on YouTube or it'll get flagged. But I'm gonna play like a little 10-second snippet. You can see what song I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna sing it a little bit, so y'all can just see that I really told y'all I really can't sing. But the whole purpose of this is to take a song that not only that I love, it has to be a song that I love because those are the songs I like to listen to the most. But most of the time, it's probably from a song that it has one particular line in it or one thing that just one little ad lib or one little thing that where the beat changes that just made me go, I love that. And sometimes it'll just spark a poem. That's really what happened with this, and that's kind of what happens because, like I said, because I'm not able to sing well. At least I do sing, but I don't do it well. So I feel like this is kind of my way of expressing since I can't sing, like kind of not, and it's not changing the lyrics because what you'll find from week to week is that the song, let's say the song for instance, the song that I'm going to talk about, the song is kind of sexual in nature, but not really. It's just it has it in there a little bit, but it's more about love and just finding something real more than anything. But I kind of took that and I spun it a little bit, so that way it's coming from me. It's kind of like see speaking on it, see speaking on how I feel about what this a particular artist said and did. Now I wanna be clear. This is honestly it's coming from me. It's really an honor. It's not really. me saying this, oh, the lyrics should be different or they should be better. It's none of that. It's honestly me just admiring the work, being like, damn, I wish I could have written that myself, or I could have, if I could sing and hit that note or do this or do that. It's really me taking that and channeling it into my own version of that, if you will. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it may vary from week to week, but I'm super excited about this segment and how it's gonna grow. And then, like I said, really just seeing, the different songs that you guys come up with too, because I want y'all to send me songs and be like, hey, I would love for you to do a little, remix or write a poem based off of this song or based off of this one lyric in this song or whatever. So let's just see how we do. We'll go from there. But I'm super excited about this. So this song it's by Trey Songz. I told you, if I didn't say it before, I'm an old head, so I wouldn't say Trey Songz is really in the old soul category. However, you will find that some of the songs that I may choose are older songs, and it's not because I don't listen to any of the new, new music. And I love a lot of the new music, but it's really just it got to be a song that I really love, and that just really something stuck out for me. So this is just a first example of that. Okay, so this song is by Trey Songz. It's called Jill, something real. Now everybody know. If y'all don't know, y'all might not know, but I love Jill Scott. I actually have Jill Scott tatted on my calf, and it hurt. But I love Jill Scott, and so this song is, not from. She made a song, He Loves Me. Everybody probably familiar with that song. But Trey Songz made another song. It has some of those same instruments and different things. The instrumentals are very similar to that song, but of course he made it his own. So now I'm making it my own again. So we're gonna play like a little 10-second snippet, and then I'm gonna keep singing it until it gets to the part where the poem sparked, and then from there I'm gonna just read it, y'all. Today, I have it kind of memorized, but not really all the way memorized. And like I said, y'all gonna get to see a lot of me actually reciting poems, actually standing up and doing it. You're gonna see recordings from when I go to open mics, all of that different stuff. But for today, just like I said, first video, episode 1, we're gonna just get it. We're gonna just get it out for right now. How's that sound? All right, cool. All right, here we go. Let's play it. Y'all know that song? Give me some real, give me some real. Do it like you. Give me some real. Oh. So he goes, you love me, come show me, you know me. The new me, the old me, my new things, my old thing, my old thing so profane. You go sing something, those things that cocaine. You sure, honey, that won't change. I'm so sprung, I'm T-Pain. He don't wanna believe things. I don't wanna deceive things. We pick up where we leave things. We need love to relieve pain. Hey, hey. We need love to relieve pain. Dun, dun, honey, that won't change. All right, so that's when the party goes on. You love me, and it uses the Jill Scott part, right? If you haven't heard the song, go check the song out. It's called Jill Something Real. My version probably you probably didn't get any of that, especially because I didn't even know all the lyrics off the top of my head. But I love that song. And the main part of that song that made me just listen to it over and over again is when he says, "We need love to relieve pain." Hey, like I love that part. So that actually sparked this poem. It sparked this poem, and I decided to title this poem "Pain Relief." Like I said, it has really not much to do with what he's talking about in the song per se, because he's talking about, you love me, you got me, you tempt me, you watch me. Look, baby, got big poppy, so wavy, no stockings. Okay, we go shopping. Yeah. So, he got his little smooth little to it. But this is just me. This is short little snippet of pain relief that I wrote. to kind of honor my love for that line in that song by Trey Songz. So here we go. I'm just gonna read it. So it says, "There are some things that I may not know, and there are some places out there that I may never go. But I am sure of this one thing, for this truth will always remain. Joy comes in the morning, and we need love to relieve pain." We need love to relieve. Okay, I'm sorry. We need love to relieve pain, even though love can cut us deep. And when it does, we give up on love while pain can smell defeat. Even if we are afraid of love, without it, we are incomplete. No matter the damage or efforts of suppression, love is the best remedy for all pain and depression. As potent as a painkiller, as effective as a well executed plan, love is known to heal and even increase our lifespan. Love gives us things we didn't know we needed. It will relieve the pain we thought was untouchable. Its form may be unexpected, but it will take the pain we feel and most certainly redirect it. It's the piece to the puzzle. It's the key to unlock the door. Pain doesn't stand a chance because love comes to restore. Hey, yes, sir. So that's pain relief. Little quick, a little something. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments of pain relief, and how I kind of took that and spun it to make it my own. And I plan to do that a lot more. I have a whole lot of those that I'm super excited to show y'all. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, because I think that's true, y'all. Pain is rough, and I think we've all experienced that. I know I've definitely had my share of heartbreak and just different things, that disappointments and abandonments and all those different things. But love has always been the cure, you know what I mean? And even when I was scared to love and be vulnerable and kind of take that step, I feel like that, taking that step and being vulnerable and doing that, it relieved all my pain. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at today with it. As we are in the season of love, the holiday season's coming up. Let's talk about love. Love is tricky, and you have to make a choice every day to love whoever you love, whether it be a parent, a sibling, a significant other, whatever. You have to make that choice every single day, and you have to act and move with love. And I think that word, to me, is thrown around so much, and it kind of loses its value a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like people just, oh, I love you, oh, I love you. And you just met that person. You know what I mean? Yesterday. I'm not like that. I feel like that word holds so much weight and so much value, and it's important that we don't just throw that word around, because love, when you give somebody your heart, it really does. It can really, really break you. People have passed away from a broken heart before. So I think that love, you know, it it restores, and it's a pain relief that, you know, without it, you're just never gonna be complete. And I think that's what, I wanted to emphasize in the piece, that no matter what, even if you're afraid of it, you have to have it, because without it, there's always going to be something missing. And you always hear people say, I have the cars and the money and I have this and that. And if they don't have love, they're one sad puppy, right? Yeah, like we can't do that. So, tell me, y'all, have y'all been in love? I know I've been in love. I'm in love right now. But tell me, y'all, have y'all been in love, and how has that affected you when, you did get your heart broken? And how did you move on from that? I think that's the big thing, is you're going to love, you're going to have heartbreak, you're going to have somebody that comes into your life for just a reason or a season. But how do you move on from that? That's the biggest question that I'm trying to answer. And I really want to know. Give me y'all thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. Tell me how y'all feel about the poem, because I really do feel like love is the biggest pain relief for sure. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for joining me today. Episode 1 is the pilot. We talked about pain relief today. Like, comment, subscribe. Next week, y'all, we're going to talk about the holidays and how sometimes the holidays may not always be the happiest time for you. You know, everybody says happy holidays, but sometimes, I mean, let's just be real. Sometimes the holidays, they're just not happy for everyone. So I want to talk about that, talk about how we can do some different things to help with that, and what we can do to maybe start new traditions or whatever the case is. So stay tuned for next week. We're going to talk about the holidays. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace.